Hi guys, Dakota here, and today I thought that I would do a Catching Fire book and movie review and kind of a comparison between the two. In the book, for those of you who don't know, Catching Fire is the second book in the Hunger Games trilogy by Suzanne Collins. The book was fantastic. I definitely preferred it over the Hunger Games. It starts off 6 months after Katniss and Peeta have won the 74th Hunger Games. She and Peeta are about to embark on their tour, which they do 6 months after the Hunger Games to kind of keep it in everyone's mind that you can't get away from them and such. And so they're going on this tour for winning the Hunger Games, and while they're on this tour, Katniss sees the uprisings and the rebellions that are occurring in the other districts because of her. Everyone looks up to her as kind of the leader of the rebellion now, like their icon. She's seeing all these people die and get hurt due to their rebellions that they are doing to show her that they are on her side. And at the same time, she can't do anything to help them, because if she sides with them in the rebellion, then her family and loved ones are going to get hurt in the process. 6 months later, the 75th Hunger Games have arrived, and every 25 years is something called the Quarter Quell. Basically, the Quarter Quell is a specially themed Hunger Games. So each 25 years there's a theme that happens with the tributes. And for the 75th Hunger Games, the theme happens to be that the tributes will be chosen from the remaining pool of previous winners in each district. So Katniss is automatically going back into the arena again, and Peeta ends up going into the arena with Katniss again. So Katniss is doing everything to keep Peeta alive in this arena, which, may I add, is fantastic. I could not get over this arena. I thought it was so cool to read about. It was just very intriguing. Anyways, so they are thrown back into this arena together, and yeah. And the movie was probably the absolute best book-to-film adaptation I have ever seen. It was so precise, and it kept everything in it, which was so great. The way they showed the arena in the movie, I was just amazed at how well it had come from. Like, it was like exactly how I had pictured it in my mind. With this arena, they did such an amazing job putting together this arena in the film. It was exactly as I had imagined it. Everything about it was the way that I had thought it was going to be, and that was just so cool. It was so awesome seeing it like live on the screen, and it was just, I went and saw the movie with Kay, and I'm pretty sure I said to her a few times that the arena was perfect. It was just perfect. As for the differences between the book and the movie, I did not see that many. One thing with the movie, they actually added things in. They didn't get rid of much at all, but the things that they added in were like scenes between the game maker and the Capitol and President Snow, and it was kind of like you got to go behind the scenes on their side and see what they were thinking, what they were doing, whereas in the book they didn't show that side of things. You knew it was happening, but you didn't actually, see it firsthand, whereas in the movie they did show you. It was like they showed you. It was great. And so the things that they added into the movie that weren't in the book made sense, and it flowed really well. It worked with the movie and the storyline and everything. It made it better. The only difference that I actually caught on to, I don't know if maybe there was other things. Actually, there's two differences, and one of them is not a big deal at all. So the first difference was the more major one that I noticed, and that is the scene in the book where Katniss is in the woods at the lakeside cabin, and she finds these two women there, and they were from a district that had an uprising, and there was an explosion, and they had escaped. Now they say that they were going to District 13, which no longer exists, so Katniss is suspicious, and she's kind of like, there's no District 13, what are you talking about? And they tell her that there is rumors that there's people living underground in District 13, they're living hidden away from the Capitol. They don't have to follow anyone's commands or anything, follow any of the Capitol's rules, because no one knows that they exist. So Katniss hears of this rumor, and she doesn't really know whether to believe it or not, but, you know, she goes along with it. And that scene was not in the movie, and I think it probably could have been. I think it would have added a little more insight to the end of the movie. But you didn't need it. It wasn't necessary. It was no really big deal. So I can see if they cut it, you know, if they cut it out, it wasn't that big of a deal, considering they added other things in that helped the movie along. The only other difference I noticed was that I'm pretty sure in the book, Katniss and Gale only kiss once, I think, right? And in the movie they kiss like 3 or 4 times. Just saying. I am totally Team Peeta at the moment. I have not read Mockingjay yet though, so I don't know what happens. I will see you guys next time. Bye!